But here's the hard truth. Potential doesn't always equal readiness. Welcome to my 7-part series on the biggest mistakes I've made in leadership to hopefully help you avoid them and shortcut your path to becoming a better leader. Hi, I'm Natalie Ellis, a multiple 8-figure entrepreneur and CEO of Bossbabe, one of the world's largest media brands for female entrepreneurs. And here's the first mistake I made as a leader and a business owner. Let's start with a mistake I see all the time, and honestly, I've made it myself more times than I want to even admit. You've got someone on your team who's loyal, they work hard, they've been with you since the early days, and you want to see them grow. So what do? You promote them. You give them the new title, the salary bump, and maybe even more responsibility, hoping that they'll rise to the occasion. And listen, I get it. As a founder, there's nothing better than seeing someone you've invested in step into a bigger role. You want to reward their potential. But here's the hard truth. Potential doesn't always equal readiness. And when you promote someone before they've actually proven they can perform at that next level, it's not a strategic decision and it's an emotional one. And that's where the problems start, because now you've created a gap between expectations and reality. If they struggle, and a lot of people do, you're stuck. Demoting them feels like a punishment. Keeping them there creates resentment, both for them and the rest of your team who sees the gap. And here's what most people miss. Your A players, the ones you actually want to keep long term, don't want handouts. They thrive on earning their success. They want to know they're in the role because they deserve it, not because you're being nice or felt obligated. The minute you skip that, you risk undermining their confidence, their motivation, and the culture you're trying to build. So what should you do instead? First, create a test period. Before making anything official, give them stretch projects, assign them leadership tasks, see how they can operate when the stakes are a lot higher. Do they take ownership? Do they problem solve? Do they inspire confidence in the rest of the team? Because that is what you're promoting, not just their loyalty or tenure. Second, get crystal clear on what success looks like in the role. Like, actually write it down. What specific outcomes would prove to you that they are ready? What metrics, what projects, what leadership behaviors? Because if they don't know what winning looks like, how can they ever hit that target? And third, use performance-based incentives instead of upfront raises. Make the raise the reward, not the gamble. Tie it to clear milestones. When you hit XYZ, that's when the role and raise becomes official. And finally, have the conversation. Don't make it a surprise or a guessing game. Say it directly. I see you in this role, and I believe you have what it takes, and I want to set you up to win. So let's define success together. And when you hit those targets, the role and the raise are yours. That one shift can change everything. It can create a culture where promotions are earned, not gifted, and where your team knows exactly what it takes to grow. And the best part, when they do step into that role, they're ready, they're confident, and you're not crossing your fingers. You're rewarding performance that's already happening.